Good morning. We are looking outside at our interchange between I-94 and University. I'm just going to pan the camera over a little bit so we can see some of that sunrise. We still have some clear skies here in the valley, some pockets at least, but there will likely be mostly cloudy skies here for today and eventually chances for some freezing rain and snow as well. So your morning commute's a lot better looking than your evening one. Let's take a look at our temperatures. We are mild. We're at 33 degrees in Fargo. It's 40 in Sisseton right now at this time of day in January. That's very warm. 30s for places like Fosston, DL, Fergus Falls, back over to Wadena, and it's 31 in Bemidji, 30 out by Jamestown as well. So very warm. We've got light wind up to about 10 miles per hour, mainly out of the south, but notice here we're starting to see a wind shift. It's now starting to come out of the northwesterly direction in Devil's Lake, and that'll introduce some changes coming up here today. Looking at your visibility, we're pretty good for most. In fact, the fog that we had up around Candu, it's looking a lot better as far as visibility reports are concerned, and that will continue today. So checking out your radar and your satellite map, you can see there are clouds, areas where we've got some breaks in the clouds, and over the last few hours, we've been watching some development happening out west. Some snow, some mixed precipitation, some freezing rain potentially out in that area, and that system will continue to move in, and that chance for snow and freezing rain will increase through the day. So this morning we've been watching those clouds kind of roll in. Temperatures still very mild. Getting into the afternoon though, this starts at noon. That's when we start to change. We've got some freezing rain potentially on the warm side of this system as it initially moves in. That could cause some problems before the snow starts to take over. This is 3 o'clock. You can see some snow, especially in eastern North Dakota, affecting parts of the area. With that wind really picking up, gusting into the 30s, we could get some 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and then that snow just kind of spreads east and continues to expand as we get into the 6 o'clock hour. So that evening drive could get quite messy and difficult, especially combining that snow with those strong wind gusts here tonight. So tough travel coming up for later on this evening, and just downright hazardous as we get into the late night hours as this snow continues to come down and that wind continues to blow in, bringing us some colder air as well. So some low wind chills tonight in addition to that snow. Make sure you have your winter survival kit in your car with you if you need to travel, and might be a good idea just to rethink those travel plans for the late night hours and into early tomorrow. We're still getting some snow in some areas tomorrow morning around this time. And even if we're not, we still have that wind blowing some of that snow around. So still some hazardous travel with low temperatures. We're going to be down below zero throughout the day with that northwesterly wind. We'll get some sunshine later on, but it's going to be a frigid day. So snowfall totals, we're kind of in that 2 to 6 inch range in this medium blue area. And keep in mind, this could all shift, but this gives you a good idea of what the potential is here, with a couple of bands that could produce some heavier snow, bringing us a little bit more, maybe a little over 6 inches of snow in a couple of spots. Tough to measure with that wind blowing it around. We're going to have some drifting happening out there, but that's how much snow that wind will have to work with. As we get into tomorrow, again, frigid air. Our high temperature will happen just after midnight, and then they'll just drop from there. And that continues into Friday with a slight chance for some snow, not much. And then getting into the weekend, we just stay in this cold air mass throughout the weekend and to start next week as well. So it's just going to be brutal after this.